Folks, this is MentorShelly, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. I want to talk to you guys today about something important. Sometimes the career opportunity isn't for you. And you will have an idea sometimes, depending on the interaction you have with the representatives of the company, either before you get to the interview or when you get to the interview. It's not that you don't want to take advantage of every opportunity, but every opportunity is not for you. That's where you have to always keep in mind in interviews, just like how they're interviewing you, you're interviewing them as well. And it's important to understand that. This is why you want to make sure when you're going into interviews, you have particular questions ready. Okay? I know, we're looking for opportunities. We want to... No. This is a mutually beneficial relationship. I am lending you my skills, knowledge, and abilities for a fee. Remember, we're not just doing a job. You're lending your knowledge, energy, skills, and abilities for a fee. Now, depending on how needed those skills and qualifications and education is, the more you can charge, or the more your services, the more money you can charge for your services. So whenever you're in an interview situation, please don't ever, under any circumstances, think you're not supposed to ask any questions. Please ask questions. As a matter of fact, in my resource that you can find at mentorshelly.com/services/interview-help, you can find sample questions that you can start off with. They're all over the internet. But of course, my audio series brings the questions together along with other things you need to do before an interview. Because when the interview is going on, you don't want to be scrambling for questions then. Although there are some that are going to come up if you're listening keenly to what they're saying, or what's, how the interview is going, things of that nature. But you want to be prepared with your own questions up front. I'll give you a prime example. I was in an interview one time, and where things are going well, and I literally asked, so what is the environment like? Do the employees associate with each other outside of work? Is there a lot of social activities built around in the company? Or keep in mind, guys, I'm driving, I'm on the road, so that's why my eyes may not be directly looking at you at times. Is there, activities that are built in to the company structure? And what they said was, well, no, to be quite honest, nobody really talks to each other here. Everybody just comes, does their work, and goes home. Because we have an environment where we need to get the work done, and there's no room for social activity. Right then and there, I knew that was not the job for me. And I got to some other questioning later on, finding out that the pay wasn't all that great either for what they wanted me to do. And I actually got a possible job offer at that place, not once but twice, and turned it down. So when I say when you're interviewing, you're not just interviewing, they're not just interviewing you, you're interviewing them as well. So it's important to ask questions. How in the world are you going to be spending 8 hours a day with people and there's no socializing allowed? That ain't the place for me. That's just me from a personal and professional level. How in the world are you supposed to get to know people, understand working relationships, if socialization in that particular company is not allowed? Sounds like a prison for 8 hours, if you ask me. That's just me. However, depending on the environment that you thrive in, that may be cool for other people. But you have to keep in mind at all times that when you're interviewing, it's not just you. It's not just not them interviewing you, but you interviewing them. So to be prepared for any upcoming interviews that you have, so you are not stuck in a company that you really don't want to work for because you need money, Sometimes there's other things that come before the money. Your sanity comes before the money. Because I don't care how much you want to make. If you're not sane when you go to that place, it is not worth your mental health. I'm just saying. That's just me personally. Anyway, I do want to let you know, guys, if you have questions or you're looking for resources to help you in your next interview and you're not sure what to ask, you can definitely check out my resource at mentorshelly.com/services/interview-help, where it will have some questions and 6 other ways to pretty much dominate that interview. Because when you're going to an interview, you have to have the mindset. Just like they're interviewing you, you're interviewing them as well. All right, guys, take care. You have a good one. Hope you enjoyed your memorial celebrations. And of course, as always, I want to give honor where honor is due to all the soldiers that are in the armed forces and the military that sacrificed so we have the freedom to share. All right, guys, take care. You have a good one.